Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Get it away. Because they're having a wonderful day on this 11/11/2024. I would have wished it was 11/11/11, but alas, I meant can dream. Am I right? Am I right? Today we're doing a very special video. But before we start, I want to do something. Mm. 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 Yes. Yes. What about peanut butter? Wow. Wow. See, this is, and you know what's insane? This is a love letter to peanut butter. Want to know what's really insane? I did a couple of months ago. I think it was July, maybe August, I don't know. With a video called I Love Cereal. This is the same video, the exact same fucking video, but with peanut butter. Now, technically speaking, what is the story with me and peanut butter? With cereal, I told you as a kid, right? I didn't know how to cook. I wanted something sweet. Cereal was possibly one of the sweetest thing I could get, right? But peanut butter, completely fucking different. See, as a teen, okay. As a kid, okay. My father, bless his heart, my father was he wasn't an okay cook, right? He knew what to do a couple of things. He could cook a couple of things, but he wouldn't. I love my father, but my father's a really simple man. You can put in front of him a bagged potato, well, cooked boiled potato, and you can put a piece of ham in front of him. He's gonna be happy, right? And the problem with my father, the problem was I'm gonna be happy, my son's gonna be happy. So for months and months and months, we ate very limited choice. We ate lasagna, which was amazing. We would eat chicken, which was phenomenal. We would eat rice and chicken. Oh, that was good. That was a really good meal as a kid. We would eat soup, which I fucking love. We would eat sandwich, which I really enjoy. But we did eat a lot of potato and ham. As a kid, I wasn't allowed to cook, right? And when I was hungry, I wasn't allowed sugar because, once again, I had ADHD. So I had snacks. I think it was like a rice cake, I guess you call it like that, rice cake, which was pretty good. But then you get tired of it, right? And I told my dad that, Dad, I'm tired of the rice cake. And he said, well, I don't know what to give you. You don't want to eat some fruit. You don't want to eat fruit. You don't want to eat the rice cake. What do you want? And I said, I don't know, because I didn't know. And then we did the experience of putting peanut butter on it. And I fell in love with it. There's another really funny story about peanut butter. This story is, okay, so this is more so if you're Canadian. Because it's more, I believe it's more Canadian experience. I don't fucking know. 26%. My father, bless his heart once again, used to he fucking loved molasses, which is like a dark liquid. It's I don't know what it is, but I think it's very popular. But to me, like the thing with molasses, I'll have it once in a while. It's not bad. I don't love it, and I don't dislike it. But my father was every single morning peanut butter and molasses. So what I would do is I would separate the sandwich. I would eat the peanut butter and say, sorry, Dad, I'm not hungry. I would get the peanut butter. So peanut butter, even as a kid, was a constant source of comfort. It was this food that was filling me up, filling me. It was kind of tasting good. It wasn't extremely good, but it wasn't bad. And you know what's the craziest thing? My taste completely changed. I love peanut butter as a kid. Was it my favorite thing? No. Because what would happen? I was to go to my mom. My mom would give me whatever I wanted. Wanted chips? There you go. Wanted ice cream? There you go. She would give me whatever I want, which was amazing. So I would come back to the peanut butter, which was supposed to be this product that was natural, that was super nice for me. I was like, it's boring a little bit. As a teen, I started working out a lot. And I kept on hearing people talk about how peanut butter was good for you. And I discovered, and I still remember, I would still do it to this day. I would take a white bread. We're talking about white toast, okay? I'm saying white toast because I don't like fucking whole wheat. I like white toast. Don't ask me why. I grew up on that shit, okay? I would do the weirdest thing. I'd take one toast, peanut butter, but large amount. I would put it there, right? I would fold the peanut butter, the toast in two, the peanut butter inside, and I would take I'm not sure like rolling, but I would close the place where there was the. It was nasty, dude. It was good. It was delicious, but the way I was doing it, it was nasty. I would close off the place that was soft versus the crust, which I ate the crust. I have another story for the crust, which is absolutely phenomenal. So when I was a kid, right, this has nothing to do with the peanut butter, but it's a very small story. As a kid, my father was very tough. He was like, you don't waste food. That was one of the rules in the house. You don't waste food. He would ask me, hey, are you hungry or not hungry? And then we'd say, come here, show me how much you want. And I would tell him. And most of the time it was, I would force myself a little bit, but it wasn't bad. My father was so strict that, it was bad, dude. It was bad. I would going to school. And, my father was so strict. As a kid, I was afraid of him because he was too strict. But that's not the story. It's not his fault. It's more my fault because I was a fearful kid. See, I saw kids, and they weren't eating sandwiches. They were eating junk food. They were eating Dunkaroos. Oh, Dunkaroos. They were eating fruit roll-ups. They were eating Gusher. Those were the good years. The 90s. Oh, the dream. Then I went to high school. And then in high school, I told you guys the story before. I went to a school. So I went to the street school in Lachine. One for the very rich people, one for the very smart people, and the one I went to, which was the leftovers. A lot of people, they were kind of broke. A lot of people, parents didn't have a job. And a lot of them would do sandwiches. Some would do peanut butter, somebody would do peanut butter jam. And there was one thing, and I was 12 years old. How embarrassing is that? I saw the thing that broke my mind, that absolutely changed my mind. The person took a knife. Again, we're 12 years old. They cut off the crust. Put the crust in the garbage. Wait. You can eat the good part, but you don't have to eat the bad part. And I didn't even think about that because I was like, oh, I cannot waste food. I cannot. And technically today, I'm still able to eat crust because I grew up eating crust and I didn't mind. Well, I did mind, but not to the degree of like, oh, I'm gonna fucking give up on bread because I don't like it. But again, we're coming back with peanut butter. It was a cool story, right? We're coming back with peanut butter. And peanut butter, what I would do, I would go home and I would start working out a lot. And I'm extremely bad at time management. So what I'll do is I'll wait the last second. Even now, it is 9:52. I was supposed to go to bed at 8:30, but I'm still filming because I want to film. Even though today I have to go pick up a package at a UPS location, which is far, right? So, see, rambling off. So I would wait until the last seconds, and what I would do is I knew I had to walk 50 minutes, so I was like, I don't care what I'm eating for breakfast, as long as I can eat it on the way. So I would always grab a peanut butter sandwich because I liked it. So once again, I ate a lot of peanut butter sandwich, a lot. Um, One of the craziest thing I did, one of the craziest thing I did was as a teenager, I was so trading sugar. I would do cake. I would do little cakes. And what I would do is I would crack 2 eggs. I would take some sugar and I would take some flours, mix it together, put it in the microwave. It was a cake. But then it wouldn't taste great. It would taste so bland. I didn't have icing. So what I would do, I would add peanut butter to the mix, and it would give me a peanut butter cake. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And once again, peanut butter. I remember going to my first. This is a crazy story. This is a story I never ever told. You're not gonna believe this. Peanut butter was so important to me in my life. And I know it's a crazy story, but it's still. The way I went to the apartment wasn't the best of way. My father was like, "Yo, you have to leave that day, and if you don't leave, we're gonna have a problem." I said, "Okay," I left. I didn't take food, right? But what I did do, I knew I was gonna go to the apartment. I was like, okay, well, I don't know, because at that time, okay, so what happened was, I was supposed to find a job, right? I was supposed to find a job, and I wasn't finding a job. I wasn't finding. Nobody would call me back. I was 18. No, I was 20. I came to the apartment, and my father said, well, listen, I will give you an example. It's actually a pretty good example, because something like the 1st of October, as in an apartment, I got my first job for the apartment, which was IGA. I got it the 28th September. So the 26th, 25, 24, I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to have an apartment next week. I don't have cash to pay. My father said, I'll pay the first 3 months. Now, the reality is, him and my mom paid for the first 3 months. But I said, okay, if I don't find a job for the next 3 months, I'll have very little money, right? Very little. What I did, I took a Tupperware. This is a true story. I took a Tupperware, and every day, I would take 3 things. I would take peanut butter, right? I would take cookies. And I would take little nuts. So I think it was like sunflower. It might have been sunflower. I don't remember the name. I think it was it's like this green seed. I don't know what it is. I put it in, and I made it like a big Tupperware. And it was filled to the brim with peanut butter. Why? Because the first couple of days, I didn't have to go to do the groceries. I had peanut butter. And I would eat it, and I would eat it, and I would eat it. And I got a job. The job went well. After 1 year, I ended up losing the job. And then I was stuck in the apartment with no cash. And the saddest thing about it, is I lost my first job, right? A couple months after, I got super lucky. I got hired by A&W, right? I go to A&W. I ended up quitting. Then I go to another coffee shop. The coffee shop, they hired me for 3 months. It's complicated. The coffee shop was a great place to work, but they wanted me to do the dishwashing. They wanted me to do the cashier. They wanted me to do the cleaning of the table, which is, again. But the thing is, my role was more so, hey, you're here to help others. You're not like a worker. You're here to help others. And the problem with that was there was a lot of dishes, but people could constantly say, "Yo, help me out." I would say, always say yes. But at the end of the day, I had a lot of dishes. I would say, why the dishes is not ready? You had the whole day, and I couldn't say, oh well, I helped him, I helped her, I helped him, I helped her. It didn't work. So they ended up firing me, and then at that time, one of my best friends from A&W, on life himself, my girlfriend, I was 22, my first big depression. She left me, and I didn't work. Now, I told you this story before. I told you this story multiple times, but there's a story I don't tell you. See, you remember when I told you that I was reading manga? I was too broke for Wi-Fi. I was too broke. Those days were one of the best. I was listening to radio, playing video games, emulator games, free games. And I always tell you that I was eating ramen But the reality is that I was eating three things. I was eating rice because rice was dirt cheap. Rice, I could get a kilo of rice for like $10 back in the days. It was really good. I would eat ramen. Ramen back in the days, they were 4 packs for $1. 4 packs. And I would eat peanut butter. Now peanut butter was the most expensive shit. My father felt bad. So what he would say, listen, I went to Costco, I got you a peanut butter jar. And I ate so much peanut butter that after 2 years, I couldn't eat it. I would vomit when I eat peanut butter. Now, why are we doing this video? 2 weeks ago, right? Okay, I'm trying to eat more healthy, but I got a shit ton of food in the apartment. So again, the reality is I bought a lot of food for COVID, right? I bought a lot of food, and that food was ramens, was soup, kind of soup, right? It was, yeah, that's pretty much it. Potato, mashed potato, and powdered mashed potato. And every time I would take, okay, for example, I took a can of soup. Then, and the next time I'm gonna go grocery, I'm like, oh yeah, I ate that soup. So what I would do is and I'm crazy, I'm insane, and I think it's possibly OCD, to be honest. But what I would do is I would eat one kind of soup. I would go to the store, and I never buy one item. I always buy 2. For example, I'm gonna buy chips. I'll always buy a number that is by 2, multiple of 2. 2, 4, 6 doesn't matter, but it cannot be 1. I don't know why. So I would eat 1 soup, right? And I would buy 2. So now I'm stuck with a lot of food, but a lot of food, and I'm very thankful that I have this food. Very, very thankful. But if I'm being completely honest, this soup is 3 things. 3 things. No, 4, sorry. Well, 6. There's a lot of things then. We got crab dinner, we got ramens, we got soup, we got mashed potato. That's about it. We got rice, right? That's about it. I got a quantity of these that is crazy. And although I love these, I don't love these enough to eat every day. So like I remember this place because again right now I don't work and I don't have a job. I'm looking for a job, but I didn't find it yet. It was like cool days, and today we're what? Today we're Tuesday. I think it was like 2 days ago, 4 days ago. It was the night of Hurricane. Hurricane came out the 9th or the 12th today. That was 3 days ago. I took a spoon and I ate some peanut butter, and I fell in love with it again. And this is my love letter to peanut butter. See, it's sad because it's a product that I love. It's a product that saved me multiple times. I love it so much. Guys don't understand. At my father's house, what I would do, my father was a big fan of hummus. Big fan of hummus. So we get the hummus, and I knew hummus was really healthy. But to me, hummus was like, okay, well, I want to have more than just hummus. I would do hummus and peanut butter. Yeah. I did worse than that. In the beginning of the apartment, I was, the beginning of the apartment, I did something crazy. I told you that I didn't have Wi-Fi, I didn't have a TV, but I had a fucking gym, and I was spending my whole days working out, and then I was trying to eat healthier. I swear to God, it was about my budget. I had a big passion, big passion for pita bread, either pita bread or faida bread. Those two I loved. I fucking loved. I would eat those two a lot. And then, if I was lucky, I would remember to tell my dad, hey, buy me some sausage from hot dog sausage from Costco. It's dirt cheap. And I would do, I swear to God, I would do, it was a good time though. It was really good time. I would do pita bread and hot dog. That's it. Then I was like, it's a bit boring because I ate that for months and months and months. And I put peanut butter on it. And it was great. Peanut butter was really there for me. And it's stupid because it's a food, but you have to realize where you came from. You have to realize what played a part in your upbringing. Peanut butter had a part, and for that, there's a positive part. So fucking love you. See, look at this shit. Ingredients: dried roasted peanuts, icing sugar, salt. And if I think that shit I put in my mouth, I put a lot of things in my mouth. That sounded wrong. So there's one way to end this video. Bon appetit.